What's up, Rock fam? It's your boy Lance coming at you with Bob Mellenbacher here on the storyline. So we need to get into this because we are going to chat about things and run up our time.
I know. So
it's an I.
Oh.
Do we want to accept
that? I'm taking a mulligan. B. There we go. B for Bob.
A B.
B for Bob. There we go.
I like it.
I like it. All right.
I like
you
it.
hit the time?
I gotta write the B down.
All right. Me too. You learned that from my daughter, huh?
Yeah, I gotta make sure that. Okay. All right. Ready? Here. Go.
Go.
All right. Articles of clothing. Articles of clothing. Articles of clothing. I'm gonna come back to that.
Dessert. Dessert.
Ooh.
I'm gonna jump to the bottom. Tools. Colors.
Oh, this one's gonna be good. This one's gonna be good. Athletes. Ooh, you.
Streets. Ooh. A farm animal?
All right, I'm really focused. Four-letter words that begin with a B. Four-letter words that begin with a B.
All right, I got one. Athlete.
Items in a refrigerator.
Ooh.
Farm animals. Camden, help me out. Farm animals. Since you're here bombing the stage. Farm animals.
Things found on a map.
Street names.
Car part.
Things at a beach. Colors.
Farm animal.
I'll use this one here. Oh!
How'd you do, man?
Oh, I did okay.
All right, we better fly through this.
Yeah.
Articles of clothing. Okay, what do you got?
I got belt buckle.
That's two.
Belt buckle.
I went with bra.
Bra. I was gonna go with that, but I said no. I got to come with something clever.
Yeah, that's good.
Go with it.
I know.
I knew. Okay.
Dessert.
Bacon bombs.
That's pretty good.
Bacon bombs.
I don't know what they are, but I'll give you that one. Bacon bombs. You might have made it up, but that's creative. I'm with that.
Wrap it in bacon.
There you go. You put bacon, I'm good. All right, I just went with the simple brownie. I went with a brownie.
Oh, that's a good one.
Car part.
Okay, car parts. I don't have anything.
I went with bumper.
That's a good one.
Went with the simple.
That's a good one.
Things found on a map.
I'm a pirate. I said booty.
Cool, that's pretty good. I went with Boise, Idaho.
Ooh, that was clever.
Athletes.
Bobby Bonilla.
Good one. I went with Bill Bradley.
I knew you'd come up with a double.
Yeah, Bill Bradley.
With a double for that one, I knew you would.
Four-letter word.
Bomb.
I went with boar. The animal, boar.
Oh, okay. All right.
Items in the refrigerator.
Nothing.
My wife makes it buffalo dip.
I had that for lunch today. Farm animals.
I don't know if this is a farm animal. I went with a buffalo.
It could be a buffalo farm.
There you go. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I think they're native to New Zealand. Maybe I'm lying. I don't know.
You got one for farm animal?
No, I don't. 9.
Street name.
Street. I don't have anything.
I actually got a triple.
Okay.
Bill Beck Boulevard.
That's a good one. I'm getting slammed right now, but I got a couple of doubles. Okay, 10. I have nothing.
Beach ball.
Oh man. All right.
Things at a beach.
Okay, colors.
Brown.
Blueberry.
That's a good one.
Blueberry, but it's not a double because the blueberry is one word.
Okay. I was trying to think like blue-green or something like that.
Blueberry blue.
All right. Tools.
Okay, tools. I don't have anything.
I made one up. I went with a barometer, but I don't know if that's a tool.
That could be a tool for someone who tells the weather.
I won't
Someone who tells the weather. That's a tool. That's a tool.
Right.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9.
I got 16.
Oh my goodness, that's a whooping. That's a whooping.
This is my game, Lance. I'm very.
That's a whooping.
This is Brady's favorite game, and we play this all the time.
Okay, can you go sit down? Because I need to talk to Bob.
I'll play a game with you after, Cam. Go sit down for Dad. Yep.
All right, we're back at you. Taking care of Camden. He was helping us out with the game. Needed some things to do, and right now it's only Bob and I and no producer. So Camden is taking care of his afternoon show at this time. Okay, Bob, good game.
Yeah.
Good game.
Good game, man. Enjoyed.
Okay, so Bob, where were you born? Where were you born?
I was born in Syracuse, New York.
Okay.
But when I was little, we moved around a lot, and so when I was born in Syracuse, we then moved to Rhode Island and lived there for a little bit. And my mom and dad got divorced, and my mom took us kids, and we moved down to Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Moved around a little bit. We're there for about 3-4 years, and then located in West Palm Beach. And that's where, from basically 3rd grade up through high school, that's where I lived.
Okay, nice. Fort Lauderdale, good place, man. So you said your brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
Tell us a little more about your brothers and sisters.
I have an older brother named Mike. He's 3 years older than me. I have a younger sister named Kristen that's about 3 years younger than me. I have another brother, 2 more brothers that live up in Rhode Island. Brian is a little bit younger than my sister, and Brad's the baby of the family. He's the youngest.
Okay. Fun fact.
Okay.
It's not the same as last time we recorded.
No?
One of your brothers plays in a band?
Both, 2 of them do. Brian and Brad, they are fans of, they got in years ago in the whole Harry Potter world thing, and they formed what's called a Wizard Rock Band that you can go on YouTube. Brian Ross and Bradley Mellenbacher are a band called Draco and the Malfoys, and they actually, I believe it was Time Magazine about 10 years ago put them as the best wizard rock band in the country.
Wow.
And so it's pretty funny. They're pretty good.
That's cool.
That's a side thing for them.
Yeah, that's cool. Okay, great.
And then my immediate family,
tell us
and
about your other
then my family now. I have married to Jen.
Yeah.
We've been married coming up on 23 years this summer. And then I have 3 kids. My oldest is Brady. He's a sophomore at college. I have my middle child, Sierra, who is a senior in high school. And then the baby of the family, youngest, Kendall. Okay. Actually, she was supposed to be here today.
Yeah.
I'm kind of filling in because she wasn't feeling good, but she can't wait to get better and do this later on for you because she really wanted to be here.
That's great. I look forward to having her.
Yeah.
So thanks for standing in.
Hey, no problem, man.
Okay, so that's good. Well, tell us a little bit about where God is, like where God is in your life.
All right. There's in my childhood, and I got to go to that to cover that. We moved around a lot, and when I was in 1st, 2nd grade, when we moved to Fort Lauderdale, happened to meet their neighbor who was our landlord. Her name was Sandy Fisher, and she invited us to church. And that's where I started going to church when I was about 6, 7 years old. And from there, we went there, then we moved to West Palm later on, but I met this woman by the name of Alta Sipe, who was my kids' church teacher in junior church, in elementary school, and she taught me the basics of who God was and that Jesus loved me no matter what. And I was the most hyperactive little kid you'd imagine, Lance. That's a whole nother show. We could just talk about my childhood activities and things I did. It's not I was a bad kid, but I was that kid that you leave him alone, he's going to find something to do, and 99% of the time it's not what you want him to do.
We were interrupted by...
Yes, I would run circles around Cam. Cam was nothing compared to me.
Good.
And so that's why that stuff doesn't bother me. And this woman, where everyone else couldn't wait for me to not be in a room, Miss Sipe brought me and taught me the book, used my energy to teach me the books of the Bible, different things, and taught me that God loves me. So then as I got older, and got into some different stuff and got away from the church. We moved away. I remembered something kept gnawing at me that Jesus loves you. And so in middle school, I asked my mom, could we go back to church, and started back at church.
That's good, man. Those seeds at a young age are so important.
Yeah.
So important to be. What were you gonna say?
No, there are two things with that.
Okay.
Two stories I just want to, that showed me, that helped me remember, one from my childhood and one from my high school, that showed me that God was there. And when I was in elementary school, we moved to Fort Lauderdale. My mom got stabbed 7 times. Somebody tried to rob her and stabbed her 7 times, and we were down in Fort Lauderdale and didn't know anybody down there. And it was the church, this small church of about 60, 70 people, that took a hyperactive kid, my older brother, and my little sister into homes and took care of us, no questions asked, just took care of us until my mom was out of the hospital. And that showed me how the church is supposed to take care of people, and that we are the hands and feet of what God does. And then when I was in high school, started going back to church, and I came down with a disease called bacterial meningitis. And while I was in the I went into a coma on Tuesday, went to the hospital not knowing what it was, and I didn't wake up till Thursday, and I found out after the fact that I'd been in a coma for that time. And they actually got on the phone with my dad in Rhode Island and told him, if you get on a plane now, you won't see your son alive. And I found out afterwards, it's before cell phones. You can't just post on Facebook, social media. People on the old rotary phones, kids get a picture, ask your mom and dad, they'll tell you what they were. But people making phone calls long distance from up to South Carolina, up to California, I was being prayed for by people all over the country, and that they knew within 2 days I was going to be come out, survive, and be normal, which they thought if I lived I'd have some type of brain damage. And none of that was the fact, and the doctors couldn't understand why. But I knew after that, as a 10th grader, I realized God had a chance to take me, and that this was my chance to live for Him, and whatever I was going to do after that, not that I didn't make mistakes, but I was always focused that God was going to use me in whatever.
That's good, man. Good. So in high school, so you got that in high school. You said something in there. You said when you came back to church. You came back to church. So in your middle school age, you was a little bit away from the church?
There are some things that happen. Sometimes we're God's people, but so we're human, and sometimes some things are said or done. And so my mom got burned by the church a little bit from when I was in 3rd grade to about 7th grade. So we moved and just quit going to church. And 7th grade year, felt God calling me back, so went to my mom, said I want to go back to church, and found a church in West Palm, Community Christian Church. That's where 7th grade I met Jeanette Book, Jim's wife, and Jeanette and I, end of 7th grade into 8th grade, I think it was 8th grade, and we've known each other since we were 14 years old.
Okay, good. What? Okay, so 2 more questions before we run out of time. So we got about 3 minutes, 3 minutes or so. So 2 more questions. Where do you see Bob and God going forward?
Where I see myself, I don't know where God's called me. It's been interesting over the last 50 years of my life, especially the last 32 years. God's called me to different places I never thought I'd go, and called me to do different things I never thought I'd do. And so I would say, for me, is just to stay faithful to Him. I don't know where God's going to call me in the next 3 to 5 years. Right now, Jen and I feel like it's here. I work at Johnson University, love my job, love what I'm doing. Jen loves the church here, it's children's ministry, and so we think this is where we're going to be at. But I've also always learned to be open to where God calls you. And right now I see where God's calling me now is just to be the best father. Kendall's 15, I got two about to be in college, and just be the best father to them I can, and the best husband and godly leader of our family that I can, and be faithful to that. I think sometimes we get caught up in all these other things, but right now my main ministry is my family, and staying faithful to that, and helping out here at the church wherever I can, and doing what God's called me to do here.
No, I understand that. Yeah, and you do help out a lot, do a lot, so that's good, man. Yeah, you're not allowed to leave anytime soon. So let me kind of ask this question.
All right.
If you could give little Bobby Mellenbacher, let's say middle school time, because you were burned, like your mom was burned by the church, so I'm sure you felt that. And so people get burned by the church sometimes. I mean, people hurt people. Like it's just the way it is. Like,
Unfortunately, yes.
What's some advice you would give little Bobby around that time?
What I would tell him is God is always there. There was a lot of times I thought I was alone. There's a lot of times, different situations in my life, I thought no one knew my mom cared, but I thought no one else was there. Nobody understood. And so what I'd tell myself, what I'd tell little Bobby is, hey, hang in there. God hasn't left you, and he's not going to leave you. God's there. Keep looking to him. You're going to make mistakes. Don't lose faith. And just keep pushing forward. Because one of the things that now, as I reflect back and I look at all the different times, the struggles I went through, even when I went outside of God's will, God was always there. And I can look back now and see, for me, God's given me no choice but to believe him. I either got to believe I'm the luckiest person in the world, and Lance, you've been around me, my luck isn't that good sometimes, and so things happen, and so I know I'm not that lucky to have all of the things that have happened, and so I think I believe I'm the luckiest guy around, which I know I'm not, or there's somebody out there that's got my back, and I know it's God. And so he's given me no choice but to stay faithful to him, and know he's there, and he's always there, and because of that I want to stay faithful to his calling and what he wants me to do.
That's good, man. I love it. Stay faithful. Well, our time's up.
Yeah, I know. It flew by.
It did.
I know. I can't believe that was almost 20 minutes.
I should let it go. Here, let's see. This is my
quacking duck. I like that. I like that, man.
Bob, thank you for your time.
Anytime, man. I'd love to come back. Love the kids, and anything I can do, you let me know.
Yeah, we can do this again. Now, I think it was Ron Burgundy.
Yeah. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Stay classy.